Hello darlings, it's Tess, and today's video I'm going to be showing you some of the art magic that I did for the August new moon. Now if you're not familiar with art magic, it basically means that you use the colors and the symbology of art materials in order to put together a spell rather than using the traditional ingredients of herbs, flowers, or crystals, or perhaps candles. I've not done it before really properly, so I was incredibly excited to do it. Now what I just did was charge up the page in my grimoire that I was going to be using in order to give it a little bit of power and make it a little bit special. So I did that with my wand, a self-love talisman, a rainbow crystal, and my bell in order to give it some energy. And then here I decided that I wanted my artwork to be of a cauldron with some smoke coming out that I was going to paint and collage in order to represent something new and powerful and creative bubbling and coming up. I also like the idea of a cauldron because you set a cauldron over a fire, and the element of the August full moon is fire, which leads me to my next step. I got some matches and let them burn down and then used the black ash that was left to colour in the picture of my cauldron. Doing special things like this where you use perhaps an unusual method of art supplies is a way that you can get a certain element or a certain quality into your artwork. So rather than putting a potion over a fire, you use this element artistically of fire in your picture of a cauldron, if you see what I mean. I then decided to give the piece some meaning and also some more fire energy that I was going to use the wrappers off a bunch of fireworks that my family let off during a holiday to New Caledonia in 2011. I love the fire energy of these fireworks, I love the colours of purple and red, which are two of my favourites, and I also love the idea of my past younger self seeing her input and her journey into this brand new art piece, in the sense that I haven't forgotten her and I hope I'm going to make her proud. This piece was hugely about me wanting certain things, and that was how I chose the colours that I was going to put on it. I would really love a sense of more peace of mind in my life, which is why I chose blue, a peace colour. I've also got a lot of plans currently for my career and keeping it going and making it something that really affects who I am and my energy and my love and my creativity. So I have green for luck, to wish myself good fortune in this new venture. I also added some orange at the edge of the red here because orange is for creativity. I had the red for fire and strength, and then I also had purple for wisdom and banishing of evil. And then all of these collage materials also go into the colours of red and purple, and they also have particular symbologies within themselves. So the feather is for flying high. The crystal heart is for me to remember my feelings and have them be something that is beautiful that I pay attention to, but my heart is also protected in a way, hard like crystal. I added African violet because of the purple and red, but also because violets have a correspondence for protection, I believe. I coloured in the violet to make it look a little bit more purple, and then I added this picture of an amethyst up above. Amethyst being my wand stone, being my favourite stone, but also being a stone for healing, and that's really something I want for myself. I then added some various little decorative accents to play in with the colours and just to look really beautiful. So I have a perfume bottle there, I have a few different heart stickers in different colours. And I also added some red and orange flowers on that side to play into those colours even more, added a heart there as well. I then added some gold accents, gold for fortune and making money, which is obviously relevant to any new career path that you want to go on. Here I am trimming the amethyst on up the top to make it nice and neat, adding this bit of a flower at the bottom so it looks like the cauldron fire flame is blooming out of the flower down the bottom. I love flowers so much, they're very important to me, so I knew that I wanted a bloom represented somewhere on this piece. I added some purple flowers down there because again they look like violets, so that is that same quality of protection. Here I am adding a few more purple stones and accents to the cauldron flame. I see this addition of just adding beauty as really representation of my creativity and my commitment to beautiful things. I then added some stars and some more pink and blue on the piece side. Pink to represent self-love, and hopefully I can find that within peace. And then I have a book and a magnifying glass and a little bottle over on my luck side to indicate that I'm going to use what I know to do, my books, my study, my outlook, the way I see things, aka magnifying glass, in order to bring myself greater luck and greater fortune within my career. I then added a feather and a dragonfly just for some decoration. Added some new paint down the bottom there just because I had a little bit of a blank spot, so I wanted to cover it with some purple. And then now here I am writing down the meanings and the correspondences of everything over on the page. So that's just a list of what I've told you while we've just been going over the colors and symbology here. But I knew I wanted to write them down so I didn't forget, and so the elements of my spell would be right there before me and that would strengthen it. So it's called Imperfect, Hopeful Enough, which is a play on words of the business that I might be wanting to do in the future, but also letting myself know that it is okay to be imperfect, that hope is important, and that I am enough. So here we are. I'm really proud of how this piece turned out. I think it is very, very unique, and it represents who I am and what I want to do moving forward, but also my past self and what was important for her as well. I've been waiting for years and years to use those fireworks wrappers that we used on holiday, and I really think that this is the right thing because I want to honor my past self, my current self, and my future self. So I love the idea of something so incredibly old used in a way to light them back up, in a way, like I'm lighting the fireworks again by putting them in my cauldron and having them represent my future. For more information about witchy creative practice, check out all of the accounts, blog and website of the incredible art witch Molly Roberts. I'll link all of them down below. I have learned so much from her, and you can too. So that's it for this collage and paintwork, and now I'm going to move on to the other art magic that I did for this new moon, which was painting a stone for peace. I got this stone from a shop here in Hobart, and I obviously love the silver letters that indicate peace, but I knew I wanted to personalize it a little bit more. So I decided I was going to use blue, pink and white, which are all colors with a peace correspondence, and I wanted to decorate it in a very meditative way, just with a toothpick and the simple paints and adding some dots and a little bit of a flower. Because obviously it makes sense to decorate a stone that's designed to help bring you peace of mind in a way that is very mindful and that makes you kind of infuse your mind with calm and just focus on the task before you when you are trying to make this little thing full of beauty. And I really love it. It didn't turn out perfect the way other people's did, but the whole point of art magic is that nobody can make it the way you can. So I do love my little stone. Maybe I will add more dots to it in the future, but as of right now I'm really happy with how it is. Most of the time maximalism is the name of the game for me, but I'm okay with this little guy being a little bit simpler. But if I add anything to him in the future, I will definitely let you know. Alright darlings, that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I really want to bring you some more art magic in the future, please take a look at Molly Roberts and her work. Again, it's linked down below. You will learn so much about creativity and magic, and she is just so absolutely inspiring, as are you. Please remember that. Stay imperfect, stay hopeful. I love you. Keep going.